I mean, we'll see. I mean, listen, nobody sitting here today can, with any authority, actually tell you inflation is going to be X, Y, or Z a year, 2 years, 4 years from now. If they claim that, they're full of crap. No president controls the economy to that degree. What president can do is enact policies to either make it more likely that inflation could go down or exacerbate current conditions. I'm not entirely sure how we get to where we want to get to economically when part of the plan is to remove basically all the people who do the hard labor in this country that get paid crap wages but are willing to do the work. Well, if you get rid of those people, who's going to do that work? You're going to have to pay them more. That cost will get passed on to consumers. They'll end up paying more out of their pocket. That's not going to make anybody feel particularly very good about the economy under Donald Trump. The one thing that we do know is with Donald Trump's policies, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and the income divide in this country gets further and further apart from one another. Again, I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work out too well. Everybody who points to Ronald Reagan and trickle-down economics, they're clearly living in a black hole because trickle-down economics didn't really work out too well for the lower middle class in this country. The rich just get richer. I'm sure Donald Trump will take care of his good buddies like Elon Musk, like the billionaire class. That's clearly his constituency. That's who he pals around with. That's who is on stage introducing him. That's who he's going to be loyal to.
Kurt, let's stay with you quickly and pivot to a different topic, because the bickering, the finger pointing continuing on the Democratic side, of course, after Harris's loss. Let's take a listen together to what one DNC member had to say about it.
This is just an epic disaster. This is a $1 billion disaster. Actually, it was $1.018 billion, I think, right? There were $20 million or $18 million in debt.
Right.
It's incredible. And I raised millions of that. I have friends that I have to be accountable to and to explain what happened because I told them it was a margin of error raise.
Kurt, how on earth does the party rebound from this?
Well, first, everybody involved in this campaign and running Democratic politics should be fired, because they clearly don't know what the hell they're doing. They completely misread the electorate. They don't get that you cannot start a conversation in an election where your goal is to try to convince people who might disagree with you to vote with you to call them sexist, racist, misogynistic, homophobic, xenophobic. Even if some of them are, that is a terrible place to start a conversation about trying to convince you that, hey, my way might be better for your bottom line. Democrats did not spend enough time talking about it. They instead spent a lot of time talking about Donald Trump. They spent a lot of time running around with Liz Cheney and disaffected, quote unquote, disaffected Republicans. It turns out that voting universe didn't actually exist or materialize this time. Rather than spending all of their time and $1 billion talk about why the Harris administration would be better for your bottom line. That's all people actually care about.